Hello everyone. Welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here, and I'm glad to be here. This is the Messenger is here, which is usually done on a Tuesday, but unfortunately, as most of you know, I have been away. So I only got back yesterday late. So we're doing the Messenger now. We're looking at the energies as we always do with the Messenger is here, because as above so below. And then later on today we'll be doing the twin flame soulmate reading, the love reading, because it is Wednesday today, the 25th of September, and Wednesdays are when we do the twin flame reading. Because we missed the Messenger yesterday, we're doing it today. So let's have a look at what karma dharma is going on. We've had the equinox, the sun has passed through, finished up in Virgo, and it's the Libra season. Happy birthday if you're celebrating your birthday early on in the season. So as the sun passes into the cardinal signs, dear friends, which Libra is a cardinal sign, cardinal air sign, it's the house of Venus, that the sun will be moving through now. So the sun will bring the light to relationships. Libra is the natural seventh house in the zodiac, and Venus, which rules Libra, has ingressed into Scorpio. So we're with Venus transitioning into the house of Mars and the house of Pluto. We know that Mars is a difficult planet. Mars can also signify some masculine energy, masculine archetype, someone who holds that Martian energy. And remember that Pluto is the most recent ruling planet that's been assigned to Scorpio. So Venus, if we think of Venus, the divine feminine, right, archetype, the Venus stands for love, money, and peace, and justice, and balance within relationships. She's all about harmony and love and a feel-good energy she is, but she's gone into the underworld, into the realm of Pluto. So she's actually forming an opposition today to Hygeia, the asteroid of health. So I would say that we're looking at the health of relationships at this time, as the sun, of course, also brings clarity. The sun now having moved into Libra and is starting to head up towards that south node. So lots of past issues will be coming up in the next few days, things that we need to sort of move away from, get uncomfortable, and remember, move towards that north node in Aries, which Aries is reaching that north node collectively and individually is never easy. So we've had the equinox now, so it's a brand new season that we've stepped into, a 3-month season. We usually always pay attention to the chart when the sun passes over that 0 degrees of the cardinal signs, which is Libra, Aries, Cancer, and Capricorn. So we've got this. There have been many blessings relative to the sky, even though we've just been through that lunar eclipse, right? That full moon in Pisces on Neptune. There has been some magic, but there's been a lot of illusion, a lot of things coming up that we're not certain about. Neptune, right, at that anaretic degree of Pisces, which Pisces is the natural 12th house. It is the house of the divine, but it's also the house of karma and closure. Large life cycles coming to an end. We are in a lot of retrogrades, right? Most of the planets are retrograde. So we've got a lot to do with the past, but also internalizing the energies. It's more about going within and needing to integrate, or maybe even to re-look at certain situations, right? Mars now, Mars, which is, I want to move forward. I want to put my energy towards something. This is what I desire, is in Cancer. And Cancer is the house of, the past. It's the house of our personal life. It's the house of where we come from. It's the house of nurturing and loving and feeling safe and secure. But Mars is not happy there. And we've had difficult aspects from Mars in Cancer over to the nodes, right? Because Cancer is also a cardinal sign. So it's like we've been trying to move forward, but something is stunting and holding us back. Something is not letting us move forward, even though Mercury, which is, travel, movement, and how we perceive and how we communicate things. Mercury is at the 28th degree of Virgo in his home, and in opposition to Neptune. So I'm going to say nothing is as it seems. We've still got a lot that we need to look at. We've got small cycles and we've got larger cycles in astrology, and we're not all on the same timeline. So because I talk with a lot of people, there have been blessings, there has been a lot of help, a lot of surprises as well. But there also has been a lot of hardship and a lot of illusion. I don't know where I'm going, sort of energies. So as above, so below. We've got difficult aspects, but we've also got some positive aspects coming through. We do talk about this on Patreon. So if you're not on Patreon, do consider joining us there. Let's see what the cards say and what the energies are as we're trying to tune into the energies. As I said, it's the 25th of September, and do pay attention to the messages in this reading whenever you get to view the message. It may not be exactly the perfect timing for you, but when you receive the message, just keep it in your mind that for you something may play out even, down the track. Maybe it's already happened for you, what we're talking about here today. We can't go into all the aspects because obviously this is usually more a tarot reading, and I don't want to keep you too long. So let's see what's going on. What is the Karma Dharma calling on my spirit guides? Let's see what's going on. And we've got, wow, Judgment. This is a Plutonian energy, obviously. Judgment. And this is a moment of crisis. We are in a moment of crisis, my dear friends. And today we're using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reid, if you're interested. So as you know, we don't usually take too many tarot cards here. It's more the energetic messages, the oracle. And we're using the energy oracle today. Let's see what's coming through. Okay, dear spirit, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Water, Nine of Cups. So we've got a lot of water, so very emotional energy is coming through today about something that we're trying to manifest. There is an opportunity that's showing up with the Ace of Pentacles, which is something that is promised. It's an opportunity that we need to accept, to believe in, let's say. It can promise a lot, but remember, Earth is very slow. And then we've got the Seven of Cups, which is a Piscean energy for me. Usually the Seven of Cups for me is when you've had a couple of drinks, right? And you're unclear, everything is up in the air. There's excitement, there's illusion. To me, sevens always speak to even though it's an angel number, it speaks to a difficult turn because of the number 7 with Chronos, right? Saturn. 7 years is a quarter cycle of Saturn, so I always seem to think of the number 7 as a difficult card because, okay, it's not an even number, first of all, and it comes after the Six of Cups, which is the card of the soulmate nostalgia. So it's like things are up in the air, but there are many opportunities because it usually shows, many doors, many opportunities, but what is the choice that we should make so that we could reach that Nine of Cups? Because even the Nine of Cups for me, to speak to like we're in a dream world, what is real and what is not. So there's a bit of a crisis, and we know that the Judgment card many times does speak to help coming through from Spirit. It's like we're heeding the call of a second chance, a chance to resurrect our lives in whatever area of life we're trying to manifest or to create something, right? Because water is very creative, it's very imaginative. And remember, what we think is what we create. What we imagine we can create, but can we bring it down to earth? Because we do have some earth here, and ground ourselves. So positive thoughts obviously, magnetize and bring in positive outcomes. Both cards are quite positive. We could say the three cards are very positive, and we've got second chances here to resurrect a situation. Let's see what's coming through. We have the Empress, so there is a lot of abundance. If we're talking about something that we're creating, there's very strong imaginative, creative, and possibilities for manifestation, because remember, the Empress is a number 3. She is all about, taking charge, and knowing that if we know our worth, this is Venus, obviously, so we're talking Taurus and Libra. It is the Libra season, but Venus has entered the sign of Scorpio, which means some sort of a death, therefore for a resurrection. This also is the same energy. But it's as though we're going into the underworld, right, to take off, just like Scorpio is the snake that sheds the dead skin that it's carrying, all those layers that are stopping us from going through that rebirth, right? So the Empress is promised here. And the Empress could be love, could be a manifestation of materialistic things. There's great promise here. But remember, the Empress can also be that we're giving birth to something now. We're creating something. Could be a physical, tangible situation. Could be a love situation. Could be something that you're creating business-wise as well. Let's continue and let's see what else. We have the Fool card. So the cards are telling me that we need to be patient. That's what the Empress says. There's a lot promised here. And the Fool card, we know, is a brand new cycle that's opening up, right? It's knowing that Spirit has our back, and we're taking that leap of faith. We've got the energies of Uranus, and Uranus right now is in good connection with Mercury. Remember, Uranus in Taurus is retrograde, so we are dealing with the past. And Uranus is, that higher perspective, that openness in the mind, that connection with the divine and with Spirit, those bright ideas that come just out of the blue. Remember, Uranus is in the sign ruled by Venus, and in good, a beautiful flowing aspect over to Mercury, which is also logic. Again, it's conversation, it's movement, possibly where travel, movement, anything physical and tangible. It could be business, could be work, could be materialistic things, could be anything that we are creating and that we've been very diligent in, because Virgo is the sign of diligence and working hard and looking at the little details. There could be some sudden help coming through from Spirit, which will bring potential change, because Mercury is also in a very positive aspect over to Pluto in Capricorn, and from Pluto to Uranus. So we're talking about Earth. This is very helpful for the earth signs, especially if you're born towards the end of the season relative to the earth signs. So Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus, right? So there is a lot that's promised, especially as Uranus from Taurus and Pluto from Capricorn are also in a beautiful, flowing, opportune situations relative to Neptune in Pisces. So for water signs and for earth signs, this is very positive indeed. So water is creation, imagination, emotion, and earth is physical and tangible reality. So something that's been up in the air, like a dream, may be getting grounded now. That's the opportunity that we see here. Someone is taking that leap of faith, and it could be a sudden, unexpected change, right? Something that we hear, some sort of a bright idea on how we can start this brand new journey, whatever this is. The outcome is the Seven of Earth. So it's like something has begun, but then again, someone needs their time, because Seven of Earth is like I'm sort of stuck and I'm looking at a situation that I've already invested myself in, and I'm thinking, okay, let me have a look at this, because there's something, we've got two sevens here, something that is sort of pressing on the brakes that someone needs to think about, look at. Is it worth me to keep investing in this because I've been patient? The opportunity has arisen already, but there are things that are sort of up in the air relative to a wish fulfillment. Okay, the journey has begun, but then there's something that we need to, it's like that moment of crisis, that last moment. What do I do? Do I go back or do I go forward? A last moment thought, I would say, is sort of blocking this journey at this time. Let's see what's at the bottom here. And we've got the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups. So there is an opportunity here for a brand new beginning. Yes, there is luck also. I love this card, the little seahorse here. And we've got the Ace of Swords, my dear friends. So some sort of truth, some sort of difficult reckoning and clearing of the illusion is coming through. That's going to bring some sort of an opportunity here. Remember, the Ace of Cups is that brand new beginning. We've got three aces here. And we've got the Three of Swords, which I know is a bit of a disappointment recently, possibly, thinking that something may not pan out, but maybe just is going to take a little bit longer for some of us. The opportunities are here. We do have beginnings. I mean, aces are all about, you know, new beginnings. We've got the Fool card, which is also a zero. It's like starting from scratch, let's say. Let's see what the Energy Oracle reveals and advises today or now. Thank you, Spirit. And we've got the Angel of Strength. And the Angel of Strength does bring up the Leo energy. And we know that Leo is all about heart. Leo is all about creativity. It's creating that child. Could be a literal pregnancy for someone out there, but this is also, I'm pregnant with an idea, a creative idea. But remember that the angel of Strength, which is like the Strength card, also speaks to, yes, I've got that fire within me. And there could also be some self-doubt about taking this leap of faith for some. I don't know if it's for yourself or if it's for someone that you're watching this video for. But that card also speaks to a little bit of, you know, holding oneself back. That I'm ready to do that, and then all of a sudden, just, you know, at the last moment, I need to re-look at something for a moment. Let's read what the Angel of Strength speaks to. It's number 50, and 50 does break down to a 5. 5 is the Hierophant. So if this has got to do with business, some sort of creation of yours, the Hierophant does speak to the law. It speaks to a corporate situation, needing to do things by the book, needing to uphold rules, regulations, and traditions. The Hierophant can speak to a contract as well as a marriage, getting serious about something. But remember, the Hierophant is Taurus, and Uranus is, because Taurus is the most fixed of all the signs, the fixed signs, and is Earth, an Earth sign. So again, because we do see the Earth as the outcome, Earth element, it's all about needing to be certain, needing to be grounded and not be up in the air, things not being uncertain. Someone needs certainty before they can move forward. And remember, Uranus, though, does bring movement where there's been stuck energies, the inability to change, because Taurus is about security, whether it's physical, emotional, whatever. Okay, let's read what this says. This amazing angel brings the news that this is a time of increasing power for you. It's not the time to be passive or submissive, but to speak your truth and take action on your own behalf. You are capable of taking greater control and directing your own destiny, for the power that comes from within reaches out to the universe and beyond. Inner strength and unlimited resourcefulness flow through you at this time, helping you to create real results. Call upon this wonderful angel and on your own inner resourcefulness to bring you the focus and resolve to do what's necessary in order to make your dreams a reality. So it's about calling on that inner strength to make our dream a reality. And Seven of Pentacles, it's about going through a difficult turn right now, physically, or, whatever's going on within our environment. Sometimes a dream can be blocked from the practical side of it, right? And that's what I feel. That's what I feel is going on at this time. It's like our dreams are there. They're in our energy. What we need to do is have the strength and have the faith that we could actually ground those dreams and then make them a reality through the strength that we have from within us. But as I said, because we've got a lot of retrograde planets, it is connected very much so to the past. And I'm going to say, because we are in between eclipses now, because we've got a new moon, a solar eclipse that's coming up in the sign of Libra. It's a solar eclipse, right? So of course the sun will be in Libra, and the moon, right, will be also in Libra, because it's a new moon. So for dear Libra, for our Libran individuals out there, this is your new moon of the year, but it's also a solar eclipse, so it's very, very powerful. For the rest of us, we have to look at the area in our charts that rules Libra, right? That's where this new moon, this amplified new moon, will be taking place. And remember that the ruling planet of this new moon, this solar eclipse, is Venus, and she is in the underworld right now. And we've got the rider that's come out in the reverse. I'm not holding the cards in reverse, so it did flip out in the reverse. And she's riding on that rainbow. This is a card of new beginnings. It's an ace. Lots of communication. It is a very strong card which speaks to Mercury in Gemini. So a lot of back and forth, a lot of talk about movement. It's our perception. It's messages. It's a brand new cycle. It's as though the news comes in, the messenger comes in. And remember, she's on a merry-go-round. And talking about merry-go-round, that's, for me, that's a cycle. It's a cycle or a life cycle, let's say, that we need to sort of get off, because when we're stuck in a cycle, it's like going over the same themes again and again, possibly because we have not reached the lesson. We have not received the lesson. So for me, this is news that's coming in that may help us steer, because she's riding on a horse. Obviously, she's a rider, and that means literal movement, but also it's like messages are coming in, right? She's holding something in her hand. She's the postman. So messages will come in, and it's the 9 of Cups. So it's not by chance that we've got the 9 of Water up here. There is news coming in that could show us that there is a possibility of a wish fulfillment. But someone needs to take action. Someone needs to communicate clearly. And with this beautiful flowing connection through Mercury and through Uranus, we could have some news coming in. That's very positive. Yeah, we've got the ship, which means transition. This is a Jupiterian card. It's a very positive card. It can speak to travel. For some, it's short distance. For others, it's long distance. The ship also speaks to a farewell or a departure or travel, as I said, or an adventure that's opening up, a journey. A new journey could be short distance, long distance. But it's Jupiterian, and Jupiter is also in connection with Mercury. Jupiter from Gemini, which Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Now, squares over to Jupiter are not negative, but they could be over the top. Let's not get lost in the illusion. Stay grounded. There's positive news coming in. There's wisdom. There's the ability to see maybe from a higher perspective. It could be connected to business, yes, because Mercury is in Virgo, which is the house of work, the 6th house, right? And Jupiter is in the 3rd house, which is all about commerce, business, communication, short distance, travel, right? Let's see where this ship is transitioning towards a contract, towards some sort of an opportunity. Even the ring for me is a cycle, right? And remember, we did mention the Hierophant, which is a card of trust and believing, keeping the faith, right? Now, we will continue with the Lenormand. Yeah, someone is loyal, or someone needs to stay on track. Yes, there is an opportunity here with a Clover for a new contract, for a relationship, moving up a level, becoming more serious, and someone taking responsibility, someone not fearing taking the action, because the bear is Mars in Aries. It's powerful. It's someone being the leader. It's strength of character, right? And it's someone who also upholds a very important position full of responsibility. Someone taking on the responsibility. There's protection here with the bear. Now, because of, there are opportunities here, but I'm going to say again, because it's a number 15, right? I do get strong Capricorn, strong devil energies with the 7 of Pentacles and with the bear. It's as though, yes, we're on the road to this contract, this opportunity. There's loyalty here. There's possibly friendship as well. But there's also responsibility. So something is holding me back. I've got business to take care of. But there are opportunities that need to be grabbed, and there needs to be fierceness and no fear. And no fear, I'm going to say here. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got the house, and this is the King of Cups, just for your information. King of Cups could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. The house can speak to stability, security, The house can speak to a building, a business, a relationship, anything connected to family. It is a number 4. 4 is the Emperor. Beneath that, we've got the Sun. So Leo comes through again. Maybe something is going to come through. Something will be lit up. As the Sun comes through, it sort of dries up, you know, that nebulousness of Neptune. Even though Neptune could really cloud us, Neptune can also... Neptune is also that dream, that ability to create. Thankfully, Saturn is also in Pisces, which sort of helps us get grounded and hopefully take off those rose-colored glasses and hopefully start to build on some certain dream. Now, we've got the Sun, which is also Leo, and the Sun does speak to creativity, right? It speaks to clarity. It speaks to healing. It speaks to the inner child. Now, because the bear is many times a parent, we've also got another parent here with the Empress. She's a mother. This could speak to responsibility or someone upholding and giving a sense of security, or there's responsibility to a certain situation, whether it's a business, whether it's a home, which could be sort of what is holding back, what is holding this resurrection, this second opportunity, this second chance back. I do feel that something has begun, that there's a moment of pause. That's what I feel is going on here. Let's see emotionally where we are. What's going on in the psyche? Jupiter through Gemini is in a very positive aspect with Chiron in Aries. Chiron in Aries. Aries is, I want to take that leap of faith. It is cardinal fire. I'm trying to reach the North Node, but because Chiron is also retrograde, Chiron is the key. It's the ability to heal or to move past that open wound, the ability to heal, right? To find a resolution, to unlock a situation. Jupiter will bring us the wisdom and the information on how we can do that. The wisdom will come from above. It's heaven sent, I would say. And in the next few days, Mars from Cancer is in a very positive flowing aspect to Saturn. So Saturn is giving us a bit of a break and letting us move forward relative and connected to emotions. Remember, Mars is in Cancer and Saturn is in Pisces. So use your intuition. There will be like a green light on the ability to move forward. It's got a lot to do with karma, past karma, and cycles that we need to close up relative to the past. Cycles or situations that are holding us back from the ability to move forward, right? It could be connected to family, it could be connected to fear, it could be connected to issues relative to the past as well, or the fear and insecurity of moving forward. The fear, and there is the card fear. So where the divine masculine is concerned, and the divine masculine, we've all got that yang energy within us. So usually masculine energy is all about action. When there's fear, because Mars is the masculine, action moving forward, and is in the sign of Cancer, so in a very weak position, yes, fear comes up. Fear is connected to the past and possibly also to the psyche. There's deception, fear of illusion, fear of not seeing things clearly. But we've got an offer that comes through, and usually in the Mystic Moon Oracles, the offer card for me, because it's such a dark card, it is connected to fear. Let's continue. We've got spring. There is fear, but there is potential here for blooming and romance and opportunities for a union. It could be a romantic union, or it could be a business partnership, right? And we've got patience. The cards speak, they're reflecting, each pile is reflecting the other pile. So it's the same message. It's very similar. It's very, very similar and very positive, but it's asking for patience. Maybe some regrets are holding back the divine masculine. And I'm going to say it could be an actual man, guy, whoever this is for you in your life. Or I'm going to say again, it's the yang energy. I regret not taking action in the past, let's say, because things have been blocked or I've been stuck in the same cycle over and over again. But there is an offer on the table here. There's a romantic offer here, and we've got so much water. Now remember, Pluto and Scorpio is very secretive, but Venus is going into the underworld. I would say that there will be the ability to communicate relative to fears, our fears, things pertaining to the psyche are coming up to the surface that need to be dealt with, need to leave us. We need to do the work, right? I'm wondering, and I'd love to hear from you if you've had any dreams, any prophetic dreams recently, because I have had a very, very important dream. You know the difference between a prophetic dream, a lucid dream, than an actual dream, because you're not fully asleep when you have that vision. It's a vision in actuality. So I'd love to hear from you. You can even write to me at divinedebut11 at gmail.com. If you don't want to share with the rest of the community, that's perfectly fine. I had a key. I saw a key actually with a name on it. So I thought it was just so clear. These are not dreams. These are signs. So I'm wondering, with this lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is still very active, whether you've had any prophetic dreams, because Pisces is the house of sleep and dreams. And that's where we had a full moon. So let's see what's going on. I'd like to get more information on the Seven of Water. Okay, I've got all the cards in the reverse here. Okay, some are reversed, some are not. I usually take these cards in the upright. So someone is very delirious. They cannot see clearly. What's going on? What is going on? Someone needs support from their friends. There's a death. There's something that is ending here. There's a battle. There's an external, there's an internal battle, because there's some sort of an ending. Someone needs support from their friends. Someone has been in an illusion. They've been drinking a lot. But after this death process, after some sort of an ending, we've got the wish card. This is a wish card in the Sibilas. So someone maybe is called to take action, because it's the Seven of Wands. It's like there are many possibilities here, but there's also a huge illusion. Remember what I was saying, nothing is as it seems. Nothing is as it seems, really. You may be thinking something and something totally different is happening. Let's check that Nine of Cups out. We've got the Ace of Swords, the card of truth and opportunities, but it's called dispiacere, which could be a double-edged sword. I would say it's more tears of happiness, because it's on the wish card. We've got the omaggio de preziosi, which is saying the gift, the physical, tangible gift. Some of you may be finding out that someone's gone through some sort of an ending. It's more likely coming from or pertaining to a divine masculine. We've got the Three of Swords here, and the masculine that's in solitude, the widower. So this could be a gift. This could be a metaphorical gift that you're hearing about, some sort of ending, some sort of reckoning that the divine masculine has been going through. Could have been external or internal, or even both. Let's see What does the Empress speak to? Before the Empress, I want to take one on that Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Bambino, so there's something to do with a new beginning or a literal child. This is something promised for the future. Remember, Earth is slow. Let's look at the Empress. So we do have a mother and we've got a child here. We've got the pensiero, the hermit, for instance, someone thinking very carefully about contracts, about communication. Someone's seen the inner light. They've gone within. There's been solitude. Someone's been waiting for this abundance. Now, this could also be a mother and a child, possibly, because the Six of Pentacles is like reciprocity. It could be a payout. It could be a karmic payout or a return. Or someone's due to pay money out, or someone's receiving. The Six of Pentacles is like the Libra energy of reciprocity, where relationship is concerned. There is a possibility that someone's, because this is the Nine of Pentacles, so someone needs to be supported by friends because they're now going through some sort of an ending. They need to, or they're having trouble standing on their own. Emotionally, they need support. Financially, they don't. Because ahead of them, this may be in the recent past, right? They had a battle, Five of Swords, which brought an ending. A battle, competitive energies, legalities. But this will take them to their dream. Let's take one more on the pensiero. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, so it's like Jupiterian change, a fated change which brings positive changes, right? And justice, I'm going to say. Fairness and justice, anything legal as well, and a celebration. Someone being free, someone going out and celebrating with their friends. We've got a lot to do with someone needing to have a drink or to escape a difficult situation. Something that's very hard to fathom, to deal with. Let's look at the Fool. We've got the Dog and loyalty. Someone is very loyal and wanting to take that leap of faith towards a wish fulfillment. It's the Nine of Cups. Let's see what this stunting, this blockage is of the Seven of Earth. This could be a 7-year cycle, 7-month cycle, where someone's been investing in a particular situation. It is very Capricornian for me. Remember, Pluto is back in Capricorn, but in very good aspect. So someone's needing to finish up a difficult situation. Maybe they need until end of November, when Pluto is going to return to Aquarius. Because Pluto is in a very positive aspect, in a very good aspect pertaining to the reality of a situation and bringing change, finishing off as a particular situation. So look to the Capricorn part of your charts to see what is finishing up for good end of November, because there's a new story that's already begun relative to the Aquarius part of your chart. What is that Seven of Earth? We've got Giovanna Fanciulla, the young virgin, the young maiden. I do see her as, many times I see her as someone that's going through a baptism because she's being purified. Venus in Scorpio. And going through, like she's going through a baptism, right? And this card here reminds me very much of someone going through a baptism, right? It does remind me of a young maiden. And we're waiting on, because again, it's like the energy of purity and purification, Virgo. This is the Virgin, right? So we may be hearing about some possible new beginning to something that we've been invested in. But something needed to go through a purification, or is needing still. Remember, we're not all on the same timeline. We've got the news. Usually this is positive news coming from afar. The postman is coming on foot. For some of you, the news is coming in quicker because the rider here, the post woman, is on a horse. Here, he's on foot. So maybe, usually it's long distance, so it takes a little bit longer for some of you. The good news that's coming in. And we've got the news that is good is about a difficult ending. Some news that you're going to find out about, which it's got that difficulty to it, because it's all about closing themes of the past before we can manifest the positive, right? And I get that someone needs to be dealing and closing up that past cycle before the energetically there's the opening. The opening is already there. It's just that there is some residue. It's like cutting the umbilical cord, right? For that dream to manifest. I truly feel that this is what's going on. One more on this militare, because there's been a lot of secrecy, right? It's the Ten of Swords, which means someone's had it very difficult, having gone through much challenge. This would be more Capricorn for me, because he's got a huge mountain to climb ahead of him. Maybe he's already been going through that, or maybe it's ahead of us. We've got eclipses. End of October, early November, very difficult energetically. And there are regrets, there's jealousy, so there's possibly, the perception is that I'm blocked, but there are regrets and there's remorse about a possible betrayal, about perceiving that we're blocked, but in actual fact we haven't been blocked. That jealousy means third parties. Let's take another card. And this is a perception, all about our thoughts and the way we communicate, because we're talking about air. And we've got the Ace of Cups here in a pleasant meeting. These could be themes, conversations, messages, and news that's coming through. But we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the round table, which is a pleasant get-together. It's like having those conversations. It's like going through a purification and needing to purge the fears, the remorse, the regrets, and coming clean, speaking truth, not fearing. Yeah. Someone needs to have the, how can I say, the strength of character and the lack of fear to take responsibility, right? Responsibility for their actions. And we've got the card of speranza, fear or hope. It's the Eight of Cups. So emotionally, remember we had the 7, we had the 9, we've got the 8 of Cups here. Someone emotionally needs to leave a situation where they were not clear about what was going on in their personal life. They need to have the confidence, the guts, and take the position of power, right? And love and nurture. Remember we had the Empress here. The Empress, which is, she knows her worth. Sometimes, remember, we don't read reversals. Some of us may be in that energy of the Empress, but doubt our self-worth, our value, because we have not had the reciprocity from others, or the truth of, what they think, how they perceive us, so on and so forth. But we need to believe that, and also because the 7 of Pentacles for me is a card of timing, that at the right time things will happen. Yeah. Okay. Since some of you are here relative to love, let's take the romance angels. Just a quick look. And remember what the angel of strength was talking about. Send your messages out to the angel of strength. And if you're feeling weak and unloved, and you're feeling as though you cannot do this anymore, you've been very patient waiting on something to manifest and it's not happening, Spirit is saying there's a purification process going on. There's a transition, and with opportunities coming through. We need to have the confidence and the know how to grab the opportunities and not fear. Retreat, we've got it's time to disconnect from the world. Romantic feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. There's attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Religious factors may have been some sort of an issue, someone's beliefs or their upbringing. We've got give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership, and we've got unrequited love. See, there are the doubts. That's the Seven of Pentacles, where someone is doubting their worth. But we've also got children. Your love life is being affected by children. So, my dear friends, take the messages as they resonate for you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Take the messages as they resonate for you. We do have parenthood here. We do have children. We do have family affairs as well. The children energy is like a purification process that we're going through. The children do remind me of a soulmate connection. For those of you that are not dealing with children, remember there's innocence and there's loyalty and there's trust where children are concerned. I think that we need to sort of, a moment is coming where we need to really air our fears and work with those psychological issues that are sort of holding us back. I do feel the word fear is a very, very strong word pertaining to today's reading. And of course, with Venus having entered the underworld, where there's darkness, there's fear. Where there's a lack of truth, there's fear. Where there's a necessity to end and to purge anything that's been weighing us down or holding us back from our happiness, because we do get comfortable in certain situations. We get uncomfortable. We need to get uncomfortable and follow that North Node. But it's not easy for everyone, depending on what our own birth chart and what we're made up of, right? So it says here there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And that's what's bringing a sense of, blockages here. We do have the Jealousy card. And in this card, we do see this Knight does remind me of the Knight of Wands. So there's fear that someone is not loyal. There's fear that there are other opportunities where love is concerned. We do see a few maidens here. There's fear that someone does not love, possibly because they don't have the bravery to speak truthfully relative to their psyche and their deepest emotions. And of course, remember the Karma Dharma card is Pluto, and Pluto is very secretive. It's about a lot that is hidden beneath the surface. All right, my dear friends, so I think we will leave it there today. We've got the love reading to do, so do join us. We will be live in the chat, so looking forward to catching up with you there. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Also considering joining us on Patreon. I do feel that there are doubts here, and remember what I said, nothing is as it seems. Okay, there's a lot of illusion still, and yet that we are dealing with, because remember Mercury is right across from Neptune, and they are at those last degrees. So it feels a little bit stressful and very much about an urgency to communicate. Now Mercury is going to enter Libra and connect with the sun. So there's going to be a Kazemi point. So Mercury is going to embrace the heart of the sun. Hopefully we will have the ability to see, to balance out those scales and to see if we're in a relationship of reciprocity and equality and balance. Otherwise, these relationships need to go. And we're not only talking about romantic, we're talking about giving and taking. It's like a flow. Libra is the scales. There needs to be equality, give and take in all our relationships, whether it's business, whether it's family, whether it's friends. And for those of you that are wondering on whether there could possibly be something more serious, whether it's a contract, business contract, we're talking about a contract now, an agreement, because Juno is transiting Libra, and Juno does mean contract. It means marriage. We did talk about that Hierophant, which does speak to contracts, business, family, marriage, so on and so forth. At some point, the sun is going to pass over Juno. So we will see what comes through with that solar eclipse in Libra, which is an amplified new moon. So we will have a lot that will become much more clearer in the coming future. So looking forward to that. It will be interesting to see what's going to play out. Anyway, my dear friends, thank you so much, as always. I will see you in a bit on the Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Connection. See you there. Namaste.